People always ask me what it was like when I was dead. Well, I think the better question is, how am I alive? The answer starts with this man named Jesus. The day I died, he told my father, "Don't worry, just believe." My father, a city leader, a well-respected man, he was crying, begging at the feet of Jesus. And Jesus says, "Just believe. Believe." Jesus started to come help and got distracted by someone. And when he finally did arrive at our house, he told all the mourners that I was just sleeping. Not dead, sleeping. They laughed at him. Everyone in the room laughed at him. Well, not everyone. My father, he believed that day. He believed Jesus. You see, before it all happened, I called him Father. But after that day, I called him Daddy. I found out what he was willing to do to have me back, what he was willing to give up to save me. My daddy threw up everything he was, a proud man, a ruler, and an important member of society, just to fall at the feet of the last hope for his little girl. My daddy, he would point out that Jesus too gave up everything, threw off everything he was, everything that belonged to him, and died like a criminal for our sakes, so that all of us could be brought back to life. And that's how I am alive.
I worked hard for power, played the game well, did all the necessary bidding, compromised here and there, with a promise for a greater good on the other side. I earned my power. Jesus didn't seem to agree with me. The day he stood before me, I felt pity for him at first glance. He was quiet, unassuming, unsettling to be around. He challenged my power, privately I may add, in a way no one ever had. Certainly no one whose life I held in my hand. He looked me right in the face and said, "You wouldn't have any authority over me if it hadn't been given to you from above." The crowd charged him of a laundry list of crimes. I demanded to know if the charges were true. The guards jeered for the fun of it. And there he stood, the whole world against him, and felt no need to answer any of us. And that's when I knew this was what they were afraid of, what they were willing to turn the whole city upside down for. I saw the blood pool at his feet. His eye swelled shut. His lip split right here. Three days later, that tomb was empty, and my city filled up with angry mobs, conspiracy theorists, and believers. I don't call myself a believer, but one thing I know to be true. There's not enough water in the world to wash my hands clean of this.
I remember the very first time when people call me the disciple of Jesus. Disciple. Good rings to it. It feels strong. Sometimes it's just really tough. It's hard to explain how, but this disorienting Jesus was back then. 1 minute, he's teaching about the gift of life. The next, he seems willing to let us all drown in the middle of the sea. Oops, spoiler alert. We didn't drown. But it sure seems we're going to, right? Looking back, I realize Jesus never wasted a moment. He was always showing us that he was who he said he was. Which I know begs the question, how any of us could have been doubted? And I tend to be the one who's always asked that question because somehow the name Doubter has been connected with my name. Before the record, I wasn't the only one who doubted. I just wasn't there in the room when Jesus first appeared to the guys. I just didn't. Look, the finality of death. It has a choking grip on all of us. And on that day when Jesus was crucified, when death swallowed him up, and that was a day when he showed us his hands with a scar on them and say, "You believe, Thomas, because you see, and there will be those who believe even without seeing." On that night, it changes everything. Oh, I'm still a disciple. Now, I'm an apostle, sent to tell the world, to spread the good news. But there's one more word. It started with a few of us, and it kept spreading. For me, that's the best name. It said everything it has to say. We realize it's not about how well do we believe, but it's about who do we believe in. Jesus Christ, Son of God. From that day on, we became known as believers.
Wow. I can't imagine. I can't imagine what it must be like to be the daughter of Jairus. Seeing her father give up everything, crying and begging for Jesus to save her. He trusted Jesus completely. Even when people told him that it was too late, that his daughter had died while he was away, he didn't let fear shake him. Jesus said to him, "Do not be afraid, just believe." And Jairus believed. Some people call that crazy. But you know what? Because Jairus believed, his daughter was alive. And what of Pontius Pilate? He knew that Jesus was innocent. But when he was caught between his own fate and actions, he condemned Jesus to death. If only Pontius did the right thing, he would be spared of the agony of guilt and a lifetime of regret. But I know, in life, it won't be easy. Between peer pressure and God's way, between ambitions and truth. When I am tested, pressured, or disappointed, will I choose to believe in Jesus and do the right thing? Thomas, I totally identify with you. At times, I too struggle with questions, decisions, and beliefs. I doubted too, a lot. But you know what, Thomas? Because you doubted, you sought answers, and God gave you answers that transformed you into a believer. And the three of you, you didn't believe Jesus before all this. But now you do. You have encountered Jesus. And so did I. I believe I have a Savior. And His name is Jesus. In Him I have hope. And through Him I am made alive. How about you?
Amen.